Hey, what is up guys? Today's video I'm gonna show you the game switch brought me to #1 global again, but this time with a new miner control deck. We put out a wall breaker, we put in the ice spirit for a way cheaper cycle, sub in the Valkyrie for the night and putting in a Tesla, and this is in my opinion the new best miner control deck. And this kinda brings me back into the time where you just were able to win off games with just miner cycle. In the last matters, people were always saying, man, wall breakers are broke, you just win because of them, you just win because of the broken bomb tower. Miner controls and archer is dead. No, it's not. We got #1 in the world with miner old school cycle. If you guys don't want to miss any views in the future, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to use creator code Morten in the shop, and let's jump to the games. It was incredible. Here we go guys, here in the first game, and I'm gonna show you one like at the end. My #1 game was actually a snipe. I faced Anaban, and Anaban at this point was #1, but then he surged me with a completely hard counter and I played against him and it was an insane game. So I'm gonna show you the game soon, but currently we are playing here against one of the best Giant Level Prince player in the world, against Farida. He's so good with Giant Level Prince, and this is not an easy matchup. Where's the problem? I don't really have a... I have a really cheap cycle, but the problem is he's always gonna zap my bats, and he always tries to go in with a miner on my spear goblin. So we need to make sure here that we always split up our troops, and the miner's really annoying because I most of the time need to go with a high Valkyrie against his Prince, against his ice, his Electro, so he's able to miner chip me out, and that's so annoying. So we need to go for Fireball here, get the value, and Tesla, cycling Teslas early on is really important. So we have a really tough start, and this basically means this game, or like this deck, you can always come back. So in this situation I should have gone with a log here, but I didn't, which wasn't really good. So we are in a 1000 damage disadvantage, and if you play a really cheap miner control deck, you don't really want to have that, right? You don't really want to be behind from damage. So because I knew he didn't have his Electros and 7 cycle, miner bats a really great thing, but most of the time I don't really like to go in this matchup with aggressive bats. Most of the time it's just about playing defensive, get the bats on defense, and if I have the chance of counter push, yes, drop a miner, but just miner bats for no reason. I don't really like to do it besides your opponent doesn't have a E-Wisdom cycle or a Zap, because then we get a huge pot of elixir trade. So actually we're just going for Tesla here, we're going to double X time, still a 600-700 damage lead for him on the left hand side. So we really need to make sure that this is that we're still winning this game. So we go for an Icebird here, and we also drop a miner, let the Icebird tank. We also go with Batsy because I want him to spend a Zap this time, or an Ewis, so he needs to spend a ton of elixir, and now it's going to be a big, huge double lane pressure push. So I need to go for defensive miner. I have bats in hand because I know he doesn't have the Zap in cycle. So we go for Batsy, and now we're going for great Icebird placement. Perfect Icebird placement, killing everything, and the one spear cup will still chip away, which is great. Look at the chip damage he does. Yes, it's just like 60 or like 80 damage, but this is great. I think it's even like 85, but this is what we want to see with this miner control. And I mean, this deck makes so much fun. So if you guys searching for a funny, really fast, cheap deck to get better in Clash Royale, this is the deck I would suggest you guys. Without wall break, it's even harder to play because you don't really have a secondary win cushion, so you're always just getting damage with the miner. So we need to go for high Tesla here, and yeah, I just love this deck, guys. So he's going for great Mega Man in the back. It's gonna get a ton of value, and Giant Level Prince, by the way, deck which I see a ton. So I'm just going to drop this because he didn't really have a good cycle and just wanted to like let him spend a bit of elixir. So I'm going for Spear Gops here. That's why I went with Icebird plus bats. But why did I put out a wall breaker? I don't really like the wall breaker right now because against troops like E-Bubs you always get a counter push potential, and I don't really like it to pressure. I think Ice Guys is really helpful, especially if you have like the bats and the Spear Goblins against Spoiled Giant example. The Icebird really helps and makes you cycle even cheaper, and especially if you have like a Tesla cycle. Like I think you guys know from Expo, and Tesla is really important, especially in this deck against air. And I play the Tesla way more than the Bomb Tower. The Bomb Tower I just play as a defensive building, but the Tesla I'm playing it early on. I'm playing it on the field and try to cycle another one because it's staying more on the map, or like longer time on the map than the Bomb Tower. So I really like to go with there with the spam, and also Miner Icebird is a really underrated combination. So I just think Icebird is so good in the meta, or like so good. I wouldn't say in the meta because there's Sea Spirit and Electric Spirit, but so good in the deck. Gives you the chance to cycle more to cycle more Teslas, and so we have here's like a huge push. So we need to go for Tesla, go for Valkyrie high, spinning our troops in the perfect way, and he's just spamming me here. So we need to defend this. Actually, we go with that, and we go also with a high Valkyrie here. And this is kind of annoying because look at how even the game is, and we got a huge damage comeback. We go on the right side here, he's able to EOS that. He's gonna get one huge chip hit, so I need to go for Fireball here, but I know of a cheaper cycle, so I 1% will get another Fireball down. So I will go for an Ice Spirit here, really great to redirect this miner, and I'm just gonna lock here, and then I'm just gonna Fireball, and now Fireball Zap is not gonna be enough. Fireball Dog is doing more damage. GG's were played, great game, great stuff today's video. Let's go, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Man, this deck makes so much fun to play, guys. Here we go, here next game, and actually it was really funny this game because I played on stream and Mohammed saw that I don't know if he saw my stream, but he just saw that I'm currently playing ladder, and he was like, okay Morten, let's do it, and he was sniping with a mirror matchup. So like Mohammed, like, you think you guys know, one of the best in the world and a really great guy, and it's just really funny that he sniped me on top ladder with a mirror matchup. Normally we're just gonna snipe someone else with the counter deck, but he said, okay, let's play a mirror matchup. I'm better than you. So we're going in with the Valkyrie here. I'm great miner to push to the back. He needs to go for Fireball here and the log. Great defense spam. If the Ice Spirit would have connected, I just would have gotten one hit. But we're even here. But we're up by Elixir, which is a great thing to have. So he's going with a miner there. Not the nicest thing on earth, but I think I'm just gonna go in with a miner normal on the right side because I knew I'm kind of up by Elixir. I have spats on the field. I have the Valkyrie on the field as well. So he needs to go for an Ice Spirit here. I was like, please fail the Ice Spirit. But he didn't. I can't really do anything right now besides going in with a besides like waiting a bit, because if I would have gone with a Valkyrie and with a Spear Band behind my Valkyrie, he would have just dropped his Valkyrie on my Spear Goblins and the Valkyrie, so wouldn't really make sense. So I'm just going here with my Spear Goblins. I could have split it a bit better. Not the biggest deal of all time, but then the one Spear Goblin would have connected to the left hand side. So we always want to lock the Spear Goblins. And great minor pickup. So the key in the matchup is especially going with the Ice Bird and the Valkyrie. Yes, you can also go off bats and sing Elixir time, and double it's gonna be tricky, and in triple I wouldn't really recommend that because I can just go with minor fire prediction. So I kind of want to switch up the pressure here, and I really like that. Look, he's going off bats. Yes, he still has a counter push, but at the same time we're gonna get a ton of chip damage here, and if it's a mirror matchup you always want to go with the chip damage. So we go for high Valkyrie, really great Valkyrie, distract the miner, distract the Ice Bird and his Valkyrie on his own. So right now we're going in here with the miner, yes, miner in the back, just chipping away. Every time he has a Valkyrie out of hand, you always want to go with the miner chip. So we go with that, we're gonna lock here. He's gonna Fireball, good Fireball by him because the Valkyrie is tanking, so I still need to go for Valkyrie. And now we're gonna drop our miner. He's gonna drop a really insane Ice Bird, killing my Ice Bird and jumping on the miner. That looked like really clean by him. So by the way, thank you so much for all support. We are going hard for the 100,000 subscriber, and I really appreciate it. So we go for Ice Bird now. Perfect Ice Bird, man. This is great. This is like one of the best gameplays I think I showed ever on the channel. Really great game. So he's going to redirect it with Valkyrie once again with the Ice Bird. Really great job. And this is like a really great push I like to do. Minor Valkyrie is doing is like a really good thing. So he needs to go for defensive miner here, and I'm just going to go in for Ice Bird. Play to the side. I think I'm just doing one mistake in the match. So we need to make sure we have like another boy in hand. You go for Valkyrie, yes. And it's kind of even again, like I'm still up by Frail Elixir, which is really like big, huge, because we are both always getting chip damage, right? So I think I'm going to go for Ice Bird, I'm going for Miner in the back. I'm going opposite lane now really hard here. He needs to drop a high Valkyrie, thought like maybe go for Miner in front of that, but I didn't. And he plays like really well Spear Gods because my log is not going to reach them. And I think I'm just going to go in for Ice Bird here, perfect Ice Bird. As well go for log here, he's going to get some chip damage, but I have a Tesla on the field, so I'm up by Elixir. I'm up by 200 damage, so not panicking yet. If he's going to get more damage and he's in the lead, yes I will panic, but still. I don't really disagree to play the Tesla. Defend the Valkyrie at the same time, he's like not even able to get some minor spots. So really great Fireball pushing out the Valkyrie back away. And now it's kind of obvious. He's 1% going with my fireball, my tower, right? So I'm just gonna wait here until I play my troops and going now with my Valkyrie. And the Tesla's still alive. He decided, like, I don't really know why he did play the miner on the Tesla spot. Maybe he thought, like, okay, he's not gonna predict that I will do it. But yeah, now I'm going with a high Valkyrie here. I'm going in with a Valkyrie here. And for high bets, I meant, man, it's so hard to commentate this game. So we go for fireball here. Like, one bet is connecting, or like even two bets are connecting. But he's still in a fine position. So I'm going with the spear guns to the right, or to the left. And that was great. So we're gonna wait here. We have another spear guns in cycle, and this is just great gameplay overall. Go for lock here. And I know he's most likely gonna go for miner fireball soon. So I think this is now where the mistake is, like the only mistake I would say I did in the game. So we just need lock fireball. This is gonna be game. GG's well played. We're taking top against one of the best in the game. One of the best miner players also, like, I would say people are considering me and Mo to be the best miner players currently in the game. So GG's well played. And I would say now I'm going to go over the game against Anaban. He sniped me with a completely hard counter, but this was just an insane game. Here we go, guys. And now we're facing Sparky, Ewis, Zap, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Minions, Goblin Giant, Earthquake. And he just dropped Sparky in the back. I'm like, oh! We got sniped. He didn't use Sparky before. And Sparky Goblin Giant is one of the toughest matchups because how am I supposed to defend this? I don't really have EMF Wall Breaker to pressure. Ice Spirit, yes, it helps in defense, but how am I supposed to defend it? You guys will see how. So we go for Ice Spirit here. Ice Spirit is cleaning it up, so we need to go for Fireball now. He's gonna zap that really bad zap on his end. But this is a game where I'm like, oh, okay, I lost already. I still thought he had like rage because that would have been also really bad. But he didn't even have that. He didn't even have that. He had the good old Earthquake against my Tesla, and you can't play it out of the Earthquake position. Yes, you can play it high, then your opponent's just going to be able to Earthquake it. And it's not going to be able to get tower damage at the same time. But the disadvantage in this position is, if you do that, he can just snipe it with... Sorry guys, I have something in my eyes. He's just gonna snipe it with an Ewis or Minions high on the thing. Or he could even play a Sparky there, so I don't really like to do it. So I go for Miner here, and he's just gonna drop this. So he still needs to go for Zap, which puts us in a really great elixir position. But I know double elixir, if he's got a huge Sparky, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Goblin Giant push with an EQ on my Tesla, this is not what we want to see. So we go for an Ice Spirit here at the river just to pressure him a bit, going for Lock also. And I think now I'm just going to Miner here. And also go with Bats. And he needs to do... He's going to play an Ewis there, which is fine. Which is fine. And then on double elixir, if he's going for Spark in the back, we might be in some trouble. So... we're going with this. So that was a really interesting Sparky. I wouldn't really play the Sparky, but you guys see right now, I'm just gonna pretend it's Tesla because I thought, okay, Tesla cycle is the way to go. That's how I defend the game, or like that's how I win the game. So then he's showing Earthquake. I'm like, serious, dude? Why do you also have Earthquakes? So I'm going for Miner here. The great thing with the Miner is that he can't really do anything against, so he still needs to drop his Heal Spirit. I'm just gonna go for another Tesla here, because I know he still needs to cycle one card for the Earthquake. So right now he's going to get a great Earthquake here. And I thought like, okay, this is going to be it. If he's just going to spam his troops. How I'm supposed to defend this? How I'm supposed to defend this push, right? So I go with that. And this will be a really close defense. But this log is going to be insane. Great log, but we are behind. We are behind from Elixir. And we are behind from damage. So I'm going aggressive here with Miner just to get some chip as me packers out of cycle. So this basically means we need to go in now. And he is just gonna drop a Goblin Giant in the back. So as you guys know, I need to go now with a high Tesla. In this position he can't Earthquake Tesla and the tower, but this also means he can just go in with a Sparky and the minions, or he can just even EQ it, like still EQ it, as he does right now. So we go for Log, we go for Fireball, healing everything up. Great Ice Spirit on our end. And now we're just gonna log it back. I'm like, please Sparky, don't hit my tower for no reason. We are fine, but we are down so much. So he's gonna drop a Sparky in the back, and I'm like, man, like, how? How the heck am I gonna defend this push? You guys will see how. So he's going for Golden Giant High and Minions. I'm going to Fireball them. I just want to kill this tank as soon as possible. So we go with that. Go with Zap, great Zap, Valkyrie's doing a good job into that, and we are still alive. He's doing this, but the problem right now is that we have to play another Valkyrie, so we're kind of wasting a Valkyrie, I would say. And the Spark is even gonna get a shot, and now he's up by Elixir. So he's going with high minions. We're going in with the bats. Now we go for high Tesla on the safe position. He's still not, like, he can still EQ cycle us, right? This is the problem. We can minus cycle him, but I know, like, one push, one Spark here, this game is over. So he's doing this, and so we're going with this, and great Zap, but now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble, guys. Look at this. The second Goblin Giant is coming down. How the heck I'm gonna defend this? So great. Defense here and go for Fireball. Let's go. Fireball is coming down, and we go for Log here. And I don't know how, but we just defended that. So for me, it's right now time to go in. He's not able to build up a huge push again. So we're just going with this. We're gonna Log here. Great Log coming down in the right time. Go with Spear Ups to the side. Just want to make sure he's not able to do anything. And going with another Miner here. I know he can't cycle back to another Earthquake. This is gonna be it. GG's well played. I don't know how we won this game. We won against Annabelle, and this is how we got #1 in the world. Let's go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's one. Try out this deck and let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the deck. It's just insane, guys. It's just insane. Plus 31 trophies. It's great. #1 in the world at 7,200 trophies. It's insane. Thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button if you guys want to see more content just like that. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Thanks for watching and goodbye, guys.